Yes, I'm 60 and I started a YouTube channel, and you can too. So come on over and listen to the Lexi Talk today. Hi friends, I'm so glad you're here. I have to do some housekeeping. In the last video, I forgot to welcome another new subscriber, and they have been commenting so much, and I can't forget to shout them out. Our new subscriber, Kids Curious Adventures. Thank you so much. You always comment on everything, and you are so gracious and so kind. And so please accept my apology that I didn't mention you in the last video, because I wrote things down and then I was rushing around. So here you go. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I have subscribed to you as well. And so thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's get into this whole, yes, I'm a 60-year-old YouTuber. Hey, why not? You know, why? Like so many of my people in my personal life, not you all, of course, but in my personal life, well, I invited everybody to follow my YouTube channel, and maybe if 5 of them have subscribed, it would be a miracle. You know what I mean? Because people just don't. And which is fine, because there are all these videos on here. Don't tell your family, don't do this, don't do that. And my family knows nothing about me being on YouTube, frankly. If they do, it's news to me. You know, trying to pick up some traction here, and I'm like, my gosh, I have all these followers on YouTube. On YouTube. I do have all these followers on YouTube. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 75 strong. 75 strong. And we are getting to that 100. It's coming close. It's coming. I really feel by next week or so we'll have 100. I really do. But I have so many, I don't have thousands of subscribers, no, on any of my platforms. The lowest subscribers I have besides YouTube at the moment are probably on TikTok. I only have I don't even have 400, I don't think, followers on TikTok, because they come and go. You know, like I get so many, it says I have so many new followers, but then I don't see the numbers there. So I don't know what that's about. My numbers kind of stay the same, where they go. I was almost at 400, and then now they just keep decreasing a little bit. And then on Instagram, I had almost 1,000, and now they've gone down to about like maybe 800. I lost like about 150 to 200 followers, which that happens because I know for me too, I unfollow a lot of people sometimes, not because I don't like their content or anything, but because on Instagram you can only subscribe to 7,500 people, at least I think. And I have subscribed to 7,500 people. So when there's somebody that I really want to subscribe to, I have to let other people go who I don't really interact with all the time. So, and not necessarily people that I know, it's just people, you know, people that don't even know I'm following them, basically. So I understand, you know, that how you lose, it comes and goes, and it does the same thing here. You know, you come and go, you know, people, not by choice. So like I've never unsubscribed to anybody who I've subscribed to. Like I've never done that. And you know, content changes and people change, but that's the growth of YouTube, you know. And I just felt like at 60 years old, it was time. Like I mentioned in previous videos, my daughter and I decided during the winter arc last year, we had been talking about being on YouTube, but we didn't have the right equipment. And you only need a phone, but our phones were like 5 years old, and it just wouldn't, my phone would have blew up if I tried to do YouTube, basically. I mean, it would have. This new phone I have with 1 terabyte of space has already tried to blow up on me since last month. So, you know, there you have it. But I have a light, I have a tripod, and I have my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and that's what I use. That's all the equipment I have. On my TV that's straight ahead of me here, I'm playing some copyright-free bossa nova music. I love the bossa nova here. I love watching those videos, the bossa nova with all the islands and the water. I grew up in the Virgin Islands, if you don't know. If you're new here, my name is Alexis. My friends call me Lexi, but most recently I have been called Sexy Lexi. So we're going with it. We're going with that. I am Sexy Lexi. And I'm new to this space. I've had this space for almost 2 decades with a few videos on them, but I decided wholeheartedly in October during the winter arc that we're going to do this thing. And my daughter and I, she's been wanting to do YouTube, my God, since she was in middle school. And I knew of YouTube because I was on this platform since 2011. I used it when I was getting my BA in education. And so we used it. A lot of professors would have us watch certain things on YouTube and YouTube University. You know, I used it to research a lot of things. I still do to this day. Anything I need to know how to work, I need to know how to find something, how to do something on my phone or whatever. Where do I go? Here, to YouTube. You know, I go to you. I ask. So it was only fitting. You know, I'm like, I need to do a YouTube. I have not seen anybody who is 60 who looks like me on YouTube. And if they are, they didn't come through my feed. And so I hope that I am coming through your feed. You know, if you're 60 and you're new here, or if you're in your 50s and you're new and you're just seeing me, you're just happening upon my content, please come join us. Come join this beautiful collective and community that we're building here. You know, we have so many young people here on this platform who are watching me too. And I love that because I watch all the girly pops. I watch them all. I watch them bopping around town, going to the cafes, getting their matchas and all that. All the ones in New York I love, and California. If you're new here and if you're not and you don't know, I was born in New York in the Bronx. I am a New York girl. Most of my whole family is from New York. And when I was 6, my mother and father separated when I was 5. So went their separate ways. And so when I was 6, my mother decided to move to the Virgin Islands with me. And I'm my mother's only child, but I do have older siblings. I have a sister who's almost 19 years older than me and a brother who's almost 18 years older than me. And so I have them. Those are my father's children before he was with my mom. And, you know, I talk to them every week, love them to pieces. And I have several. My sister doesn't have any birth children of her own, but she does have her adopted children and godchildren, lots of them. And my brother has children. He has 5 children and lots of grandchildren and great-grands. And so I have lots of nieces and nephews. And none of them know anything about me being on this platform whatsoever. They're definitely not watching this. They're definitely not watching this. But I figured, you know, being away, my mom, I grew up away. And so coming back, you know, and just the things that I've learned, which is where I was going with this, the things that I've learned from moving from New York to the Virgin Islands and being raised. I lived in the Virgin Islands off and on until I was 30 years old, and then I moved back here to the States. So I've been back stateside for 30 years. I'm 60. I've been back here for 30 years. I moved back when I was 30. I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, and that's where my baby was born, my beautiful Zoe at Tego. She'll be listed down below. Give her some encouragement and some support. Her Apple Watch broke, so she hasn't been able to film her 75 hard. And she's really upset about that. She's been doing it, but she just hasn't been filming it because she wants to show her steps and her calories burned and everything. And she just hasn't been able to. So she's a little down. Today's her favorite holiday. And she has to work. And she's just not feeling, she wasn't in her chipper mood at all, very down. And, you know, I didn't know how to lift her up this morning. I tried. I'm always bright and bubbly, you know what I mean? And I really tried to lift her up. And so please give her some encouragement down below. And please, if you can, and if you can share this video, please, down below, I'm going to post, and it's on my community tab as well. If you would pretty please just donate to the GoFundMe that I started for her birthday. Her birthday is on March 3rd. She'll be turning 27. No, it's not a milestone birthday. We still have 3 years before she turns 30. But she works so hard to take care of us, and it's paycheck to paycheck. I am on disability, Social Security disability. I don't work. I haven't worked in the last 6 years. And the money that I get keeps a roof over our head, and that's just about it. And so there's nothing extra. And everything she does for us, she uses her paycheck, and she's paycheck to paycheck every couple weeks. And it's just gone. Poof, that's it. There's nothing left over. Nothing for savings, nothing for her to put away at this time because we're just so strapped. So if anybody here is willing to just go and donate, just something small, you know what I mean? Whatever you can to the GoFundMe, that is what I'm going to give to her for her birthday from all of us here in the collective. It'll be from all of us. And maybe she can get her another Apple Watch if we can make it to the $500. So that is something that, you know, I'm praying that happens. Her birthday is in a couple weeks, and hopefully we can get it done by then. And I know we can. You all always show up and show out, so I know we can get it done. And I would appreciate that. So, but anyway, getting back to why I became a 60-year-old YouTuber, like I was saying, I've lived in so many places. I've experienced so many things. I have so much wisdom and knowledge now that I wanted to share that here. And I wasn't seeing anybody who looked like me doing that on this platform. And if they are, I haven't been introduced to them through they haven't been anywhere on my social media. And especially when I get on YouTube, I haven't seen them. So that's why I decided that I'm going to be a talking head. And since YouTube is on quote unquote easy street now, and they are monetizing new YouTubers in 30 days, which that's not my experience here, but I am here. And I made the commitment that I am going to be consistent, which is my word for 2025 is consistent, and my other word is authentic. And what you see around me, before I finish that thought, I didn't introduce you. If you're new to Yappy, Yappy is my support chihuahua, my personal support chihuahua, and we love Yappy. So Yappy is always here with me, keeping us company. She's just adorable, and she's always here, and I love her. So, but what I was saying, I lost my train of thought because I stopped. You know how it is. I'm 60. Hey, cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. But I was saying I hadn't seen anybody on this platform that looked like me. And since YouTube now is on easy street, as they say, monetizing new content creators in this like headspace, talking heads especially, they're making it easier for us to be shown, to get people to subscribe to our channels. And no, I don't use all the hooks that they say to use, and I don't have all the pretty thumbnails that they say to use, but I am trying to do that. So if you go back all the way to episode 1, when I came back on January 5th of 2025, you will see such a stark difference in my filming from then to now. Such a stark difference in just this short bit of time. And it's only going to get better from here. But right now, this is the authentic, raw, honest me in this space. And that's what I wanted to bring here. There's not all the aesthetics, and I'm not traipsing off to the cafe, and I'm not, doing a whole bunch of things. I do a little bit of what I eat in a day, but mostly shorts, showing you just what I've made or what I've eaten, or my unicorn Built Bar that had 5 cookie dough chunks on it the other day. That was amazing. My daughter's like, you have to film that, Mom, because sometimes people don't even get one. I'm like, okay, I'm going to film it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to be here just to impart some of the knowledge I have, and to also emote just positivity, happiness, and joy here. That's what we do here. This is a safe space, a happy space, however you identify, whatever you look like. we're here. You know, we may have a difference of opinion on certain things, but we're never rude to each other here. We're so nice. I have not had any rude comment. I had a strange comment on one video. The person put in quotes, "Take your clothes off," and then they hyphened it, the name Corey. So if you're watching, I don't know what that meant. I'm definitely not taking my clothes off on this platform, but maybe you meant something else. Maybe the song in the background of the video was called "Take Your Clothes Off." I don't know. I don't understand. And it was on a Lunar New Year video, I believe, short. So I don't know. And if your name is Corey, I don't know. That wasn't your name on your YouTube. But anyway, I don't know, you know. My daughter had one rude comment on hers with somebody asking her, saying they didn't understand what she was doing. And so she responded very kindly. She's like, "Well, I'm doing my steps. That's what I do." And she does. We do our exercises in our chairs. And she's lost, I'm sure, over 7 pounds now, but her last one was 7 pounds. She hasn't told me yet what her new weigh-in is. I don't think she's done it yet. And then I exercise in my chair too. I haven't filmed it. I filmed it once in one of the videos way back in the beginning. And I say way back because I've got over 100 videos now on this platform in such a short time. And so there's plenty for you to watch if this is the first time you're seeing me. So go back and binge, you know, and I hope that you subscribe to us here. Everybody here is my family. I love everybody here. Certain people on this platform are in my life for the rest of my life. They will be my forever friends and family on this platform forever, forever, ever. Forever, forever, ever? Yes. They will be. They are not getting rid of me. Prepared to be sick of me. Because you're stuck with me. Stuck like Jack. So, but, you know, becoming a YouTuber at 60 was something that I wanted to do just to, you know, bring my light to the situation. You know what I mean? There's so millions and millions of content creators on this space. You know, but I'm like, I'm here too. And I'm going to prove to you that, you know, we can go places here. You know, my dream, it's already happened anyway in my mind. But I mean, we are going to have thousands, if not millions of subscribers here. You know, I'm going to do so many giveaways to take care of all of my family and friends here. And when I say family, I mean you. I'm not talking about my blood family. I'm talking about you. You are now my family here. You know, I have gotten so close to you all in such a short time, to all of my friends here, but you in particular, my friend who I'm talking to right now, you know, you are here with me. And I love you so much for coming on, trusting me with your time and subscribing to this platform and coming on and seeing, you know, what's my pink-haired lady doing today? What's she talking about today? I'm so grateful that you come, that you're along for the ride here. You know, I'm so grateful. And there are so many things that I want to talk about. You know, I went back to school at the age of 45 to get my bachelor's degree in education, which was actually in educational studies. And then I went straight on after that. I graduated at 49 with my BA. And then I went straight on to get my master's. My BA I got from Belmont Abbey College here in North Carolina. And my master's I got from Argosy University. And I think their main campus and headquarters is in Phoenix, Arizona. And I got my master's degree in education with a specialty in adult education and training. And that's something that I've always wanted to do. I have wanted to be a professor. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was in 2nd grade. I've always wanted to be a teacher and an educator, always. That's always been what I wanted to do, and that's what I went to school to do. And, oh yeah, my heart top is for Valentine's Day. And so that's what I've always wanted to do, is be an educator. My sister is also an educator, was an educator. She's retired now. And to become a professor, in the beginning I was thinking, oh, I'm going to teach kids, but no, you know, that wasn't my specialty. I want to teach adults who are my age, 60 and older, or in their 40s, 30s and 40s coming up, going back to school. That was what I wanted to do. And when I ended up losing my job back in 2014, my position was eliminated there. I was an office manager and an accounts payable manager. And when my position was eliminated and I was let go, I was still working on my master's. And so I finished that in 2015. So this year will make 10 years since I've had my master's degree. And I received my bachelor's degree in 2013. So it's been 12 years. And I'm just so proud of myself that I was able, and getting I went to a brick and mortar, of course, for my bachelor's, but I did my master's online. And anybody who goes to school online, I tip my hat to you, because we're basically teaching ourselves. The professors there are making the big money, but we're teaching ourselves there. It is difficult, to say the least. It is difficult. And I made it through with a almost 4-point GPA there, and I was so proud of myself. I got A's in every class except for one class. I got a C in, which is considered failing in the master's world. So I had to retake that class, and when I retook it, I got an A. So it was the professor, though, and he was not a nice person. It wasn't nice to me, and I don't know why. I never caused anybody any problem, ever. You know, but I guess I stepped on his toes, I think, because a student was coming in and she asked a question and I answered. She was just asking in general about something and I answered, and he's like, he's the professor. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your toes, and I will never do that again. And it was it wasn't a question to him per se, but general to the class, and I responded. And he did not like that. So I don't even know his name because I have blocked that out. But yeah, so learning that way, so hard. So if you're doing that and you're in the midst of that right now, I applaud you. I applaud you, because it is something, it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. It's definitely not. I did want to go on to get my doctorate in education, but I had maxed out on student loans, and I have probably over $200,000 worth of student loans. And so there was no way that I could go back to school at this point and get my doctorate. So maybe at some other time, because you're never too old. And that's something that I wanted to achieve. My mother always wanted to see me get my puffy blue hat. So that's something that I want to do. It's something that I want to do. And I think that can happen still for me. I'm very smart. And, you know, I think I could do that. But this time it probably definitely not be online. It would most likely be, like, I know they have a lot of courses where you can do like weekends, I think, to get your doctorate. And so that's probably what I would do in a group setting of people. So I would probably do that. And hopefully it would only take me like 2 years to complete, you know. So fingers crossed that I'll get to do that at some point. And I would love to. I could still be a professor right now. I can't stand to do lectures though, however. You know, with my disability of my degenerative bone disease and my osteoarthritis, there's just no way. And, but I would love to, you know, so that's why I'm here. You know, I can do that here on this platform. And I'm not trying to teach anybody anything really, but I like talking about the things that interest me and the things that, you know, I love. So that's what we're doing here. You know, that's what we're doing here. And I just love this platform. I have met the most beautiful people here. You know, you have changed my life. You have changed my life. I spoke about that yesterday in a video. I mean, YouTube has changed my life. And it doesn't matter right now, the subscribers and all that, that's going to come. You know, the monetization, that's going to come. The brand deals, which I do want, that's going to come. The PR packages, all that stuff is coming. You know, it's coming because I believe that it's coming, and I know that it's coming. And every reading that I have gotten from the tarot community has said to me that you are on an endeavor right now. Something is coming, something new, and it's you. It's this platform. And that we are just going to accelerate here. And those are all the positive readings that have come to me, and I believe them all. I believe them all. Everything has been so positive, And it just blows my mind, you know, and the positivity that I have. You know, my dear Nancy said that I am manifesting this with my love, and I am manifesting this. And you know, I manifested my daughter, and that's gonna be another Lexi Talk. And that's when I knew that manifestations were real and that I could manifest and things would happen, especially if I just thought positively, if I just shared my love, you know, my happiness and my joy here with you, that I can make anything happen. And I made that happen. Of course, I needed the sperm donor to do that, but I made that happen. And I know you all are like, oh, she had a sperm donor? No, I knew this person, but they will, my baby daddy, as they say, will be forever to me known as the sperm donor from now until the day I die. And you all are going to get a good story time about that. And I can't wait to film that. It's going to be a good story time because he's definitely not watching this. He's definitely not watching this. And I don't really care if anybody who knows him is watching this either, who knows that I was with him. I don't even care about that. We haven't been together my daughter's turning 27. So since her first birthday, so 26 years. And there's another thing I've got to film for you, which has to do with that 26 years. And what hasn't happened for me in 26 years. You know, so that's something that I can't wait to get into. And those are going to be some juicy, spicy, sexy Lexi videos. Sexy Lexi talks. Hey, we should do that. That might be a series, the Sexy Lexi Talks. So stay tuned, my friend, because that's coming. That is coming soon. This month, I promised that it would be during the month of love that I'm going to give those 2 spicy little videos. Not really, they're not really spicy. One of them maybe, not really. Yeah, you'll make up your mind of what you think. But those are going to be 2 that I'm definitely going to talk about on this platform. Not our general conversation, because we're always happy here and fun and talking about affirmations and things. You know, oh, and before we go, you know, I said I was going to get into this, the affirmators, morning mantras. I got this from my beautiful Selena, Essence of the Moon. You really need to go check out her channel. She's amazing. She does so many things. She made a witch's salt. Oh, she just does so many things and reviews so many cards and books. You'll have to go see her, and she's beautiful. She is mi hermana hermana, or mi hermana hermosa. She's trying to get me back into Spanish, because if you're new and you don't know, I am Puerto Rican, but my mother, when she was growing up, there were 2 sets of families. So my grandfather, Pedro Morales, from Santurce, Puerto Rico, was married and had 3 boys. When his wife passed away, he moved and relocated him and his 3 boys to New York, and my Titi Sofia, his sister, his baby sister, and he met my grandmother, Estelle Archer, and they got married, and then they had 3 other children, and that included my mother, Jewel, and 2 sons. And my mother was the only girl of 5 brothers. So my older 3 uncles, my Uncle Raymond, my Uncle Cristobal, and my Uncle Peter, they all knew Spanish, and fluently, of course. They were raised only speaking Spanish, mostly, and English, but mostly Spanish. When my Uncle Wilbur and my mother Jewel and my Uncle Domingo were born, my grandmother forbade my grandfather to really talk Spanish in the house. So my mother did not grow up speaking fluent Spanish. My mother didn't grow up with it, and neither did my 2 uncles, my Uncle Wilbur or my Uncle Domingo. But my Titi Sofia and my granddaddy, when I was a baby, only spoke to me in Spanish, especially my Titi Sofia. She was the most beautiful, so beautiful. She lived to be 96 in Puerto Rico. She was just beautiful. And my granddaddy was beautiful too. I still have to post the picture of him, and I'm going to do that. I might do that today on Love Day. I don't have a picture of my Titi Sophia, and I wish I did, but I'm going to post the picture of my grandfather Pedro. And so anyway, growing up, I was only in New York until I was 6 with them. But from the time I was a baby until probably like 4-ish or so, I was around that, soaking all of that in, so I knew it and I understood it. And when we moved to the Virgin Islands, of course, is mostly populated. It's Spanish. It's Puerto Rican there. And we watched Puerto Rican TV, you know, novelas, Sábado Gigante on Saturdays, Iri Chacon. My favorite novella was Los Ricos También Lloran. I love that novella. Oh my God, I love that novella. I still remember it to this day. And I was a little girl when that came. I love that novella. And I understood everything, but I wasn't fluent. But I do have the accent. If I start speaking, the accent comes back to me and I can understand a lot of things, but it's hard for me to write and read. So Selena is helping me with that. And it's amazing. And she gave me these beautiful cards. So today I'm going to pick one. I picked some yesterday, but we're going to do one card today. And the one card that I chose for the collective today is, today I'll notice all the little ways I'm loved, nurtured, and supported. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. On today, on this hump day, on this hump day, on this Valentine's Day, this Friday, Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness. On this Friday, Valentine's Day, I think that is so special. It's so special. You know, I got to read it again. Let's read it again. Today, I'll notice all the little ways I'm loved, nurtured, and supported. I'm going to keep that out. I love that. I love that. And that is from this deck, the Affirmators Morning Mantras. So we're going to end on that note, but I'm so glad that you were here. I hope you had the most happy, loving, fabulous Valentine's Day. And if you don't have anybody around you to hug you, love you, whatever, I love you. I'm sending you a virtual hug. I'm always loving on you. I'm all about you. You know, I don't play about you. I don't play about you, friend. I don't play about you at all. I love you so much, and I see you. I see you. I really do. And I love you. And I hope that you have the most amazing day, and treat yourself today. If you don't have anybody else to treat you, you treat you, because you don't need somebody to do that for you. Treat yourself today to something beautiful. Buy you a beautiful flower. Get a nice drink, a nice coffee or something. You know, do something that you haven't done, that you haven't treated yourself to. Something that you can afford to do for yourself today, do it. Do it. And think of me when you do it, and then come back and tell me what you did and put it in the comments, because I want to know. I want to know. What did you do to make yourself happy and feel loved today? Okay? So on that note, I'm just going to say deuces. And you know it. Today of all days, but every single day, that I love you. Plenty, 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 plenty. I love you plenty. Mwah!